Welcome to Thames Valley Children's Center. Our expertise is broad, but our specialty is simple, creating opportunities for children and youth with disabilities. We are the major children's rehabilitation facility in southwestern Ontario. We serve, in fact, the 10 counties in southwestern Ontario with a number of our programs, ranging from Windsor in the south to Owen Sound in the north. Annually, we serve over 6,500 children with physical disabilities, speech and language disorders, developmental challenges, and autism spectrum disorders. But the whole aim of what we are about is enhancing the quality of life and the participation of our children and youth in their family, home, community, and school environments. It isn't about the therapy, it's about the therapy as a tool to ensuring that they can participate to the extent that they would like. We ask our families, right from the very outset, what are your dreams? What are your goals for this child? What is it you would like to see this child achieve? And then we talk about how we can help them or assist them in the attainment of those goals and objectives. That's our measure of success.
Well, when Brian was first born, he had contractures of both of his hands as well as one of his foot. And then through the years, through OT and physiotherapy, both of his hands seemed to be equal in strength and in fine motor skills. He can successfully use the two of his hands together. And now he's starting to he can write his name.
Put your lips right together.
The condition that both my kids were born with is a genetic disorder called bilateral pericilian polymicrogyria.
Yeah.
In Brian's case, it involved a lot of developmental delays, mainly physical on his part. He didn't actually sit up until he was about 13 months old, and he didn't actually walk until he was almost 4.5. And with Kaylee, developmentally, she's been quite fine. She's had a couple grand mal seizures, but it does affect her jaws, and so speech is quite a bit delayed. We've gone through physiotherapy, getting him basically to crawl, roll over, sit up, all the things that would come naturally, he had to be taught. There's a room of some equipment. We could test out different walkers. We've borrowed a wheelchair until Brian was able to get a wheelchair. There's been cushions for chairs, extra seating, and even seating for when he was in his high chair so that he could play. I think in my case, and maybe in Brian's case too, is they don't treat the child as being here like they want the child to, be here and like shoot for the stars. Actually, he does nothing but amaze me all the time. Sometimes I look at him and just go, wow. I think it's all about attitude. And Thames Valley Children's Center does give us that attitude.
A number of our children actually struggle with life or are challenged by life from moment one. And as a consequence of that, and the support they receive from their very loving and caring families and from organizations like this, they develop a character that is quite special and very different from children who don't have these challenges that they need to face. These children and youth teach us, and we have learned a lot from them.
My name is Kareem, and my last name is Nasri, and I am 10 years old. I'm in grade 5, and the school I go to is Eagle Heights Public School. I like it here because it helps people with their kind of problems like cerebral palsy, asthma, autism. I do things like, there's a machine, it's sort of like a bicycle, like I move my hands like this. And then there's another machine where I put my feet up and I push like this. And then I do a treadmill, which I stand on a sort of floor that moves and I start walking. Well, I have done some like short camps, like I come here, we do some crafts and have lunch and go swimming, and then my mom picks me up. There was a gym I went to at a high school where I was playing wheelchair sports like basketball.
Turn.
I would say it's pretty hard, but if you just keep practicing and working hard, then your life will be easier. No, I'm just always happy.
They believe in themselves because others have believed in them, and it causes them to face the world, not so much in a questioning way, but in a, I want to take advantage of what this world has to offer. I just need to find a way to do that. I see this as a distinct advantage, especially from my background as a clinician, that yes, I think they mature at an earlier age as well because of the challenges that they face, and they have an inner strength that is very, very powerful and carries them in a number of different ways in their life.
My name is Harrison Lane Sargent. Most people just call me Lane. I'm 18 years old and from London, Ontario. I have a really, really, really big mouth, so there's that. But that helps sometimes. No, okay. Actually, though, I have cerebral palsy. So basically, what that means is I was born 2 months early. It was a lack of oxygen to my brain at birth. So I guess part of the brain that kind of controlled, I guess, muscles and stuff like that in my brain went kablooey, like. Basically affects my balance and coordination, and I can't actually stop. I can walk semi-independently, like with a cane and with crutches or something, but I don't have the balance to stand there. I've been involved with Thames Valley Children's Center for a really, really long time. I was probably about 1.5 feet high when I first started coming here. I've done like a lot of like summer camps, and I've participated in a lot of their programs like swimming and horseback riding and all that stuff. Well, I've done a lot of public speaking actually through like Thames Valley and stuff, so they gave me that opportunity. And once that happened, my mouth just never closed. So that helped a lot. We're taught to, you know, just to use the best of our abilities and like achieve what we can with what we have. And I know it sounds cheesy, but I mean it's a good message. Places like Thames Valley, I guess, give us the opportunity to go succeed. So, you know, when it's later in life, we can, you know, go look at things and look at our own goals and say, I want to do this, I want to do this. And because of the values that we learned here, we've been able to, you know, I guess find an alternate route to get there. Like that's the biggest thing that they teach us here, just how to get there.
And I've watched children from a very, very young age and an early stage of development where I think most people would say, whatever could become of that child? And seeing them grow to be involved in school, and involved in athletics, and involved in all manner of extracurricular activities, to individuals who are now going on to community college and university, that I think years ago our society would have said, well, maybe they should be in an institution where their capacity will be limited. Not today. Today, we look at how can we help these children thrive. Nobody knows the limits of their potential. You know, and that's something we have to be really careful about when they're young, because they have capacity, and I think our challenge is to ensure that they can realize it to the extent possible.
It's just a great feeling, you know, that you can take this little child and amaze everybody because of what, you know, everybody that's involved has done for him. That it's just a great, like, self-esteem builder, even for myself.
Goodbye, everyone! To help improve in my legs so I can walk by myself without anything.
I think with enough perseverance and enough willpower and enough time, I'll get there. So yeah, I think yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.